This is Jim Emter, Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, with your closing grain and livestock comments for May 31st, 2019. Corn market on the day down 9 1/4, beans down 11 1/4, Chicago wheat down 11 1/2, Minneapolis wheat down 11 1/2, and KC down 6. When you look to the weekly trade, we had corn up 22 3/4, beans up 48, Chicago wheat up 13 1/2, Minneapolis wheat up 4, and Kansas City up 31. So quite the finish on Friday, a weaker tone. Obviously a 5% tariff to Mexico starting June 10th from President Trump shook the markets a little bit last night, but a little correction was overdue here with as much gain as we've had here the last couple weeks. That's healthy for a market, and we'll see just what we can put together here as we work ahead. But on Sunday night, Monday, the focus is going to be on planting progress, crop conditions, as well as those weather forecasts. So get ready for another wild week. Price counts in corn, 454, then around the 487 mark. We'll kind of zone in on those, and then possibly upwards of 546. So those are the three we want to focus in on right now. As for beans right now, you're looking at 911, around that 946 level, and then 1008 are the three price counts we're zoning in on. So tough to gauge where and which ones hold greater significance right now. So we'll look to the weather and trends next week for direction on those. Feeder cattle market down 382 1/2 in the deferred markets, down 510 in the fronts. On the week, feeder cattle down $10.10, so a rough week there. Obviously, corn market putting together a sizable rally is one of the main features to liquidation. Come to a seasonal time frame where we should start to see this market round out a bottom a bit, but we haven't done that yet, so we'll be a little patient there. Live cattle down 160 to 197 1/2. On the week, we were down $2.70 in live cattle, had 112 to 115. Live trade dressed around 183, and pretty good exports on the week. So there too, while it's been a weaker trend of the week, we will look for cattle to at least try to start to show some support, but we need to see that first. Hog market down 195, down 470 on the week. Cash hogs were weaker all week, down to $82 on the index. Exports were very solid, so if that's the thing we're going to be watching to possibly pull us out of here. But like many of the meats, funds are liquidating right now, diversifying to some degree into the grain sectors, and we'll see just where that takes us into next week. This has been Jim Emter, Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Have a great weekend. This is a solicitation, and again, come ready because we've got a wild one coming next week.